What's going on, guys? So it has been about a week and a half since I have turned off my skimmer, and I will point out some noticeable changes since that point. So if you can see, the sand bed is now starting to grow a film of algae, as well as the glass seems to need a little bit more maintenance as far as cleaning it and the schedule which I clean it at. But other than that, as far as livestock, majority of things seem to be doing very well. My Euphyllia garden is thriving for the most part. Everything seems to be doing okay. The only real noticeable change as far as livestock would be my green bubble tip anemone. It was not doing so well. This rock also was moved. It was on top here where the Cyphastria is, and the anemone was on that rock. I removed the anemone because I planned on trading it at my local fish store for probably some store credit towards some coral or something I may like there. But I'm going to try a few different things to see what happens. So I did place the anemone down here, and it moved to this corner right here. And I also moved the rock down here so I can have a little more flat surface to place some more corals when I get them. So other than that, like I said before in my last video, I moved the other clown down to the sump, and it's doing okay. I'm medicating it by placing some medication in the food I feed it, and we'll see how it recovers. But it's feeding nicely. It's out and about and always ready to eat, so I have some hope. As far as the corals, 99% of the corals are doing fantastic. Still keeping an eye out on this green bird's nest up here, but other than that, everything is doing okay. I just placed an order for some reefroids as well as some aquaforest coral food, and we will see what we can do with these guys. But all the other corals are doing okay. I seem to be struggling to keep that pink demon pink toadstool back there. It just seems to acclimate itself to the condition and spot it's at, and then it quickly deteriorates, and then I have to move it. Then it'll do well again, then it'll do bad, then I'll move it, and it's the same cycle over and over. So we'll see what happens. I moved it once more, and we shall see if it likes that spot. Move the green hairy mushroom up here, and it seems to like that spot okay. No growth from the green trumpet coral. It's exactly the same, as well as the sunstar polyp. No growth or change in those, but my encrusting corals seem to be encrusting nicely, and I'm getting some new heads on my Duncan right here. As you can see at the bottom, there are two new ones. Alveopora is doing okay, not as good as I would like, so I'm going to attribute some of the good things and the bad things are due to the skimmer being off. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn my skimmer back on and see if we experience any noticeable differences and changes in the health of the corals. So I want to see if the corals that are doing really well right now will do worse, and if the corals that aren't doing as well will do better. And that way I know I can check on my water chemistry. I'm also planning on sending in an ICP test very shortly. I will let you guys know when I do that. And that is going to be to determine what my next move is as far as dosing. So the anemone seems to be doing okay in that spot, but my question is I don't know if it's due to the skimmer or if it's due to the Calc Plus 2 that I have dosing through my ATO. So I'm going to eliminate one thing at a time. I already diluted the Calc Plus 2 that's still left in my ATO, and now what's left is to turn on the skimmer, and we'll see if the combination of those two things speed up some growth as well as improve the health of my anemone. If the anemone does not do well in the next coming days, I will be trading it into one of my LFSs for some type of store credit in the near future. So stay tuned to see what happens. We're all learning here. I am a new reefer. I'm only 7 months into the hobby, so I think I'm doing pretty well. You did mention me say that I purchased a pair of pipefish from my LFS in one of my previous videos that were unidentified, and I seem to have identified them using Google, but one of them did pass away. If you look in the sump, it's kind of hard to see, but there is the body of one of them. Most people would take those out of there. I don't find really it's a big deal. My system is able to deal with that very nicely. It just creates a little bit of ammonia, which helps my algae grow, and it also helps with my copepods and amphipods. They'll feed on that, and they should be able to reproduce and grow nicely. So I'm keeping it in there, but we will see what happens. As far as the other pipefish, I haven't seen it. Due to the one dead one, the hair algae is picked up again, and it's turning into a jungle once more. So I will look for it. I will give you guys an update on Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, go ahead and add me at Budget Aquatics, and I will do some minimal updates up there, let you guys know what's going on and how the tank is progressing. But that's all I got for you guys for today. Looking forward to getting some more coral. Ordered some new equipment, so we'll see what happens. I'm going to turn the skimmer back on, like I said, and we'll see what happens. I'm gonna clean it first though, because it's filthy, as you can see, since I turned it off. But alright guys, thank you guys for watching. Have a good one.